Hi everyone, we will be discussing about the R language, or you can say R programming. Programming is mostly used by data scientists to do data manipulations and to visualize the data analysis which they do. We will be going through just the basics of R programming to get the understanding what it is capable of, and then there are in-depth things which can be done, and there are a lot of tutorials available over there. I was just exploring this, so I thought maybe I can share this with you all. Okay, so let's start with just the basics, like how to first install R and R Studio. R Studio is basically the IDE which makes it easy to run the commands. Instead of using the terminal, we can use IDE. So this is the link. I'll attach this link in the description box from where you can download, or you can say the install R. This is a very easy process. From here you can download and install R, and it's not going to take much time. Then this is the link to install R Studio. So just keep on clicking on continue button with the default settings, and that's what is required. It is a simple process. Then okay, let's see how to verify if we have installed R or not. So we are discussing about checking the installation. So you'll have to go to your terminal. Let me share my terminal screen. Okay, so I'll just write R over here, and here you can see that it's showing us the version of the R which got installed. And in order to quit this, we'll have to just write Q and then opening and closing brackets. That's it. So that's how we can verify if the R got installed or not. Now I'll show you R Studio, like how it looks like, and then we'll do couple of installations over there as well. Okay, I've opened my R Studio. This is what it looks like. Now let's just start basics over here. So I'm assigning some variables. This is how we assign variables in R. So in this is the console part. Now on the right hand side, under the environment, you can see that this X variable got 3 as its value. So that's how we do things. Like in the console we write the commands, and in the right hand side we will see all the variables which are getting assigned. Then besides console we have terminal, so that again can be used if in case we don't want to use console. Then this is a place where some background jobs run. This we will see later. As of now, let's just see the basics, like what we can achieve using the basic libraries. So I'll be assigning one more variable here. Let's say I'm assigning 2, and let's see. So y got 2 as the value. Now I'll do maybe x minus y. So that gave us 1 as the result, and if you want to store this x minus y into some z, then that can be done using this. So see here, so z got its value as 1. Now these sort of operations can be done here. Now another thing which I wanted to show is to import a data set over here, because that's what we will be doing. We will be doing couple of operations, or you can say manipulations on the data set. So although these data sets, as I'll be explaining this in context of CRM analytics, which is there in Salesforce. So all these things can be done in analytics, CRM analytics, where we can import the data sets, we can do the transformations. But even before going to that, if you want to analyze your data set, so that can be done over here. So yeah, let's import one data set. So we'll go to file. Now I downloaded one data set today from the Trailhead module, which is about the opportunity history. So let me open that. So that was in my downloads, and I'll click on this. And so first is, let's explore both the options. One is to view, then this will just show us what is the values in the data set. So for first few columns which we have over here is one, opportunity type, lead, source, amount, and industry. But this is not a good view, right? So let's open this using import data set. and I'll be just clicking or maybe using the existing settings. I'm not disturbing anything over here. So as you can see, like we have 5 columns here. So this is one, if the opportunity is closed won or not, then what is the type of opportunity, what is the lead source, what is the amount, and industry. So I'll click on import here. So yeah, now as you can see that we have opportunity data over here. So this was the CSV file, and now this we got in the tabular form after importing. Now here behind the scenes, when we clicked on the um, import command, then behind the scene it ran these things. So it ran a library command to read the file, and here you can see that opportunity underscore history, this is our dataset name. So it ran this sort of a function read CSV, and it picked it from downloads and opportunity history. It gave us the calc like the number of rows, which is 7033 here, number of columns is 5 here. Now delimiter is comma here, then character, then double, and then this is the boolean one, right? So this opportunity type, lead source, industry, these are the characters, or you can say strings. So that's what this information is given here. Now in the end, in order to view the data set, we use view over here. Now one package which is required, or you can say the installation or of that package is required in order to use these commands, like view is there, glimpse is there, then we will be doing couple of groupings and calculating the mean in this data set. So that is tidyverse. Now I already installed it, but the command to install that tidyverse is uh, that is, I'll paste over here. Okay, I ran it couple of minutes back. So yeah, so this is the command where you can use install.packages, then in the double quotes tidyverse type equal to source. So this will take couple of minutes, and then once this is done, then we can verify if the tidyverse is present, or we got the tidyverse installed or not. So that will show us the list of packages. So when I'll type library tidyverse over here, as I already installed it, it is just giving me the list of the packages which got installed. So there, these are the packages, and as part of these packages we got a lot of functions which can be used over this data set then. Okay, now let me quickly see what is the next topic which we wanted to cover. So import dataset and view dataset we covered. Now let's see what is the glimpse command. So okay, let's close this once, and then I'll show you first view, and then this is the dataset name, and see this, we got the view of this data set, right? Now we will be doing glimpse of opportunity history. Could not find this function, so glimpse is not available. Let me try to give gs small. Yeah, so here we got the number of rows, number of columns, and then it is giving us the comma separated values, like what are the different column names and how can we use these columns, because as you can see here, that is one, amount, and industry, these are single words, so they can be used directly. But if you want to use opportunity type and lead source, you should use it with dollar and with back um, these strings. Then yeah, then the column information. So I think that's about the glimpse. Then now let's filter this data set. Let's try to filter it on the basis of industry. So let me create a filtered, okay, filtered data set, and we will do filter, and we will, as a first parameter we will pass the name of the dataset, and then let's say we want to just filter the ones where industry is equal to maybe banking. Let's see what happens. As of now you can see that nothing happened. Now we will try to view this data set. So let's see. Now see here, so we got this data set where industry is banking, and now we want to know like how many entries are there, what all columns are there, so that you can see over here 2366 entries are there, 5 total columns. Now this can be achieved by one more way, using a pipe separator. So it is like you want to assign this, maybe let me change the name, a modified data set, and then I'll give the name of the original data set, and then this is what we use for the pipe. Okay, and then let's see what happens. Okay, now we'll view this. So view modified dataset, and as you can see we got again the same result. So there are two ways to filter it. Now once uh, you have filtered it, then we can plot it if you want. So let's say if you want to plot this data set, so then in that case we can use ggplot, and then we will pass this data set name, and then there is this AES which is known as aesthetic, that is going to define the maybe x-axis. So let's define x-axis over here, that is amount, and let's see what happens. So see on the right hand side it is plotting something, but there is nothing you can see here. So let's do it again, plus geo and geom histogram, and now let's see this. So we got a plot here. Now what if I want to group my data set? So let's go to our initial data set, which is opportunity history, which is as is, nothing got changed over here. We just created a new filtered one, which is modified data set. So let me show you that the original one is still intact. So we'll do opportunity history. So see, that is still same. Now we will do grouping, and we will have sum based on the grouping. So maybe let me create a new data set, group data set, and then we will pick the original, then I'll perform the actions over this, and I'll have to do group by, and I will do group by industry, and post this I will do summarize. So I'll do summarize, and summarize on the basis of maybe sum of amount. Okay, let's see. Okay, so okay, there is some error over here. I think we'll have to do plus. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, let me see. Okay, I got it. Why are we using plus over here? We should use some pipe over here, because this is getting applied to this, group by is getting applied to opportunity history, and then summarize is getting applied to this group. So let's see. Now we got a group data set, and on the right hand side simultaneously we can see that in filtered data set we have 2366 rows, then group data set is there, modified opportunity history, So that data and value information is on the right hand side. Now let's see this grouped data set. What's there? Great. So we got the grouping on the basis of industry and then sum of the amount. We can have multiple columns over here. So we can have mean of amount. Okay, let's see. Yep, we got mean and sum, both of them. Great. So these sort of things can be done using R programming, and we can do a lot of other things on the data set. Now next we will see how to use str package, that is used to um, used to call get, put, post and all those requests from one data source to another data source. Thank you.